Good morning, everyone. I'm Daniel Rodriguez. It's time to review Agent Carter Season 2, Episode 3, titled Better Angels. My boy Howard Stark is in here, so that's pretty awesome. Agent Carter, hey Peggy, get me a sandwich. So, back to those good old times. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons and final score. This is the episode, man. This is the episode where it kind of fell down for me. I liked the premiere last week, man. The 2-hour premiere wasn't that bad. Pretty good premiere, man. This episode, though, you know, it's supposed to make me smile, but it kind of made me like, oh. Good to see you again, Howard Stark. But it felt like you were forced in the show. It didn't feel like a right episode for you, man. You were just kind of forced down there, man. Dominic Cooper, what are you doing, bro? So we'll see what goes on, man. Let me do this. Take less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you the pros, give you the cons, and final score. Here we go. Agent Carter is a go. So first off, Peggy talks to Howard. He's not making pornos, actually. He's just making movies. I was mistaken. I feel stupid. He's making movies, not pornos. I really thought maybe he is. Maybe he's just directing a movie at the time. How is Howard Stark busy being a genius and then directing a movie? How does he have time for that? Anyway, he's Howard Stark. I want to make a movie called The Avengers. Paramount will never buy it. Maybe 20th Century Fox. No, he's not going to buy it. Come on, Hemsworth, he could do it. Hemsworth is a good actor. Oh, no. Maybe his son will be a good actor. Well, let's just hope they have twins. Liam and maybe Chris. What? Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I don't know. Howard. He always knew the future, didn't he? Now I'm thinking about Ant-Man. Oh, God. Anyway. So Peggy talks to Howard, and Wilkes is framed as a Russian spy. Of course, Wilkes was consumed by that black matter, or zero matter, excuse me. And Whitney wants to retire. She's kind of like, hey, honey, why don't I retire? She has a scar and everything, but she's hiding it from everyone, or this black cut that has the zero matter in it. Oh, honey, you know you can't retire yet. I have to become, the mayor, president, whatever. I'm looking at this. Look, I'm Frank Underwood. Good to see you again. Welcome back. Now I'm Frank Underwood. But either way, he's just like, we have to be in a president, Wait till I get elected. Then you can retire, my dear. So Jack is being a dick. Literally, Chad Michael Murray or Michael Smith, whatever. He's being a dick, man. He's like, Peggy, why don't you shut up and stand outside? Alright, come here, Sousa. And then he's just he's being a dick, man, honestly. So anyway, a key and pen are floating in the air. Howard goes to the gentleman's club. It's a secret gentleman's club, invite only. And he brings a bunch of women in there, man, and Peggy sneaks into a secret room. She escapes without being caught. Very stupid scene, actually. So, metal is floating around her. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that. You're a star, Peggy. Look at that. All those pins and things flying around you. Will this float around you? A bottle of wine. Let's... Damn it. Jarvis, pick it up. So anyway, Howard works up something. And anyway, he sprays this formula. And Wilk shows up. Wilk is like... Can you hear me now? I didn't spray his box, his vocal box, Peggy. And, that happens, which Wilkes just appears out of nowhere. That's pretty damn amazing. So he's like in another alternate realm. Doctor Strange comes, I'm here to save you. Is that the tie into Doctor Strange? I know there's been talks about being tied into Doctor Strange. I don't know if that's already happened already. So Wilkes appears, they talk, Peggy visits Whitney. Jack turns in zero matter real. Jack turns it into Mr. Foreman, Eric Foreman's dad, Kurt Woodsmith, something like that. And he talks like this, God damn it, Eric, dumbass. And, he turns in, thanks, son. You're doing real good work for the America. When they write the history books, this will not be in it. But you and me won't remember. Okay. You know what? Just take it down to the X-Files, alright? Just give it to them. They'll take care of it. Them two snuckles. Scully and Mulder. They can't do this. We gotta give it to someone high up. Actually, we'll put it in the X-Files for now. We'll see where that goes. Enters the dark room. Seems we have a small problem. The cigarette smoking man just like, bring me the real crossover between X-Files, even though it's like in the 50s and the X-Files is in the 90s. I'd buy it, man. So anyway, Peggy is working out. She's literally going hard, man. I'm like, Jesus. Peggy, Haley Atwell, I can't do it. Nope, still can't. So anyway, she's working out. This guy ends up choking her. They have a fight. He escapes. And Howard goes to Peru. Jinx, Peggy. I gotta go to Peru. And, she's like, wait, Howard, how much this take by weeks? Don't worry, Miss Carter. I'm gonna stay. Disappears. No, he doesn't disappear. I was thinking, like, he's gonna say he's gonna stay and then disappear. Yeah. Whitney kills her manager by accident because her scar on her head gets bigger. She ends up consuming his body and his soul. What's that on your face? What is that? And then she ends up like, no. He enters her body, but not the way he wanted to. He literally just vanishes. So what did I think about this episode overall, ladies and gentlemen? First off, I will say Howard, man. Howard Stark, even though I really felt like he was forced into this episode, I will say Dominic Cooper as Howard Stark. Always a pleasure to see you, my good sir. Jarvis in here is very funny guy. Howard and Jarvis together are fantastic. I also love the actor who plays Jarvis. He's very funny, brings a funny mood to it. Also, he's always, his chemistry with Agent Carter this season has just been, like, unreal. Awesome, man. Peggy punching, by the way, she was like, bam, 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 bam. She was going really freaking Rocky Balboa on that punching bag, man. Also, the ending as well, the way that Whitney Frost ended up consuming her manager and everything, how she's going to end up being the main villain, or at least of the next few episodes. That's where our story's going. I really like where that's going. I like how her thing got bigger, so maybe it's just going to consume most of her face. I have a feeling that she may end up killing her husband, maybe? I don't know. Will that happen? Maybe she'll kill someone and Peggy won't end up witnessing it or seeing it. The effects in here as well, the practical and CGI effects were really well done. I will say, even the floating stuff in the air wasn't that bad of effects, I will say, for what they did. I kind of like it, actually. Wilkes, I'm glad that Wilkes is not dead. I'm glad that he's still alive in another realm where they could get him. So that means he has a possibility of coming back in human physical form. The only cons I have, and there's a lot of cons, actually. First off, this episode felt scattered. It felt very scattered. It's not much balance between characters. Literally, Howard gets some screen time, Wilkes barely gets screen time, Jarvis is in there, and then they try to focus a little on Jarvis. And Sousa, that's what I'm saying, Sousa and Jack and Sousa didn't feel right. It's like, hey, you want to go out for a drink? Oh, well, I'm busy on this, pal. And, like, it could have done something there, but then it just kind of, like, it fell apart what they were trying to do with the balance there. Her hiding, by the way, under the table was so really... It was a stupid thing that happened. I'm really not liking Kurtwood Smith, the guy from that 70s show. I think he's an okay actor, man. I don't think he's a bad addition to this season. But I don't feel it, man. I don't feel what his character's trying to be. Obviously, he'll be something bigger. But knowing that he's the bad guy and everything, it's kind of like, well, he's the bad guy, so what do you really expect me to think about him? I mean, he's not much, you know? Howard didn't feel right. Again, like, I felt like he felt forced in this episode. There are a lot of forgettable moments in here. If I didn't write much of this stuff down, I wouldn't remember most of the stuff that happened within this episode. Jack is mean, and he's mean and then he's nice. He's mean to Peggy and then he's nice to Peggy. I don't get why Jack is so, like, his panties are, all crunched up and everything. So overall, I'm going to end up giving this episode of Agent Carter a C+. I thought it was just okay. It wasn't good. Really wasn't that great. It was okay. That's it, guys. I thought it was the weaker episode out of Season 2. I like Episode 1 and 2 from Season 2 a little bit more better than this one. This one was kind of that low-key, kind of burned out sort of episode. So comment down below. Let me know what was your favorite part about this Agent Carter episode, and I'll be seeing you guys next week for more. You like this channel or review? Hit that subscribe button to support it. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.